his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Ready.
On play action, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And the big tight end shifting around. Now a handoff looking right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And to give this time to the tailback. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. He finds an opening past the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. They go back to Murray on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit of...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football. Save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. A first down throw for Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? Now
it's a bootleg with Winston. Under a heavy rush, motion, down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard. Line. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
White will go in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go now.
Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green.
They go with Murray again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On first down, Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go. All right, now, look at this.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw, Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Play action now. Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd down and 4. To the air again with Winston. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Jameis again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. That's taken in by the rookie, Josh Malone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going with a screen for Murray. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd down, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Quan Alexander in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking,
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Butker now to kick this one away. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a let.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. On 2nd down, Winston again. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Jameis to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how.
And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On play action, Winston. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Winston and Humphreys connecting there for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They're looking to throw this. Winston buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Looking to throw. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Murray. They gave it to Murray, but he had no room to run. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But